Hi guys, I'm back with a somewhat mini haul. I actually made a trip for the first time to Ulta in a long time. I've been to them before, done shopping with them before, but I haven't been actually, sadly, in years. Last time I went, they didn't have near as many high-end brands as they do now. They didn't have Urban Decay, I don't think. They didn't have Tarte and all these other big names out there for high-end cosmetics. So it was quite a different adventure actually having been with all these high-end brands now. So I picked up, I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I picked up 6 items from Ulta, which is kind of small compared to some people's Ulta hauls. And then I also went to another store called Five Below. So, most of my stuff came from there. So it's a somewhat mini haul. It's like mini Ulta, and then I completely raided Five Below. I had to get the hell out of there. I was going to spend way too much. They had so much awesome stuff. But anyway, as for Ulta, I am supremely behind the curveball. It was a toss-up between this and the new version, but I decided that I would probably get more use out of the original. And that is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette. I know a lot of YouTubers have said a lot of rave reviews about this, and they've said that as soon as you open it, it reeks of chocolate, and they aren't kidding. It does. It smells like a Hershey bar when you open it. And it even looks like a Hershey bar, for those of you that have not seen it. I know there's probably not many of you that haven't seen this thing. It's wildly popular. But, cover up this mirror. As you can tell, there's a lot of different shades. Most of them are neutrals. There are a few that aren't so neutral. For example, Amaretto is more red. Cherry Cordial is more like a maroon. Then you've got Strawberry Bonbon, which is a nice little baby pink. And Candied Violet, which is a really pretty sparkly purple. Some of these are shimmers, some of them are kind of like satiny pearls, and then the rest are matte. But they are some really pretty colors. I actually dipped into this before the haul so I could do my makeup just to try it out. And I'm currently wearing a little bit of, let me take this little color sheet. I have on some marzipan. I also have right here the Candied Violet, and my transition color and just above my crease is this one, which is milk chocolate, and I used this down here, which is champagne truffle for my brow highlight. And I can honestly say I love this palette so far. And I really agree with Xsparkage when she talks about the magnetic closure. So you can flip this over and it's not going to open. So that is just really cool. And I actually did a hashtag when I posted a picture of this on my Instagram yesterday. And it says, smelling this makes me hungry. And it does. It makes me want something chocolate. Something fierce. But so far, I'm really liking the palette. And I've only dipped into like 4 colors of it. But I really like it. I might soon pick up the semi-sweet. Just to say, hey, I've got it. Next, I actually picked up 2 of the NYX high voltage lipsticks. The first one I got is in the color Stone, which is a nice neutral color. It kind of reminds me of well, actually, it reminds me of a McFrappe from McDonald's or a Frappuccino from Starbucks, if you're into Starbucks. Me, personally, I'm too cheap for Starbucks. But there's a little swatch. It's a nice, pretty little neutral color. It's not overly orangey like some of the nudes are. It's just a nice kind of beige. And then the other one I picked up just because of my purple fetish, which is called Twisted. I absolutely love this. It reminds me kind of like of a black light purple. And it's actually a little bit more reddish than you can see on my screen. Maybe it'll show up right on your screen, but on mine it just looks a lot more blue than it truly is. You can tell these things are insanely pigmented, and you can actually see a little bit more of the red hue once I swatch it. And mind you, for those of you that don't already have the chocolate bar palette, it is expensive. I paid $52 for it. And the NYX lipsticks, the high voltage lipsticks, I think they were, $6 a piece. So that's not too bad. And also they had this brand called Essence, which is more or less their bargain brand, other than Wet n Wild and stuff like that. I think this is kind of like their little in-store bargain brand, but it's called Essence. And these are the Metal Glam eyeshadows. This one is in the color Golden Up. And it seems like it's a nice kind of like ivory white, but it's got a really, really vivid gold shimmer to it. Let's see if I can swatch this. Feels a little grainy, but smooth at the same time, if that makes any sense. There you go. See that one right there? I actually really like the color. So I will have to do a review on these and let you guys know what I think. And these were $3. I picked up 3 of them. The second one is Coffee to Glow, which is a nice neutral beigey brown, and it's got kind of a pale gold shimmer to it. But I have noticed it seems like the shimmer actually rubs off as you rub down into it. But actually it seems like as you apply it, the shimmer, kind of pops back out. I put it right here for you. It's a pretty color. Nice and neutral. And then the last one is in my other color obsession, which you may or may not know is mint green. And this one is called Sugar Mint Candy. And it has kind of the seafoam green and silver shimmer to it. I'll put it over here next to Golden Up. And this one seems like it needs built up a little bit to actually have a decent amount of pigment, so it would probably work better with a base, but you can barely see it up here. Still really pretty and really frosty. And that was all from Ulta. I think I spent a total with tax like $72 and some change. So it was a good chunk of money, but I think everything's going to be worth it. And now we can move on to from the stuff from Five Below. First, I got these 2 different shades of purple, and these are actually metal filigree baskets. I actually saw a white one that I liked at Staples. I was like, why couldn't they have that in purple? And while this isn't the exact design, it's the same principle. It's the filigree. I thought those might be really neat, for storing stuff that I need to review and whatnot like that in my makeup cabinet, just for easy storage. One of the first things I picked up, I could not live without this. I had to have this. And it simply says you can never have too much glitter, which is so true. It's my life philosophy. But it's just a hot and cold mug for coffee, hot chocolate, or you can put ice water, whatever. It'll keep it, hot things hot for a little bit longer and keep things cold. Keep cold things cold for a little bit longer. But it's actually got this holographic swirl design. I just thought it was really neat. I have yet to wash this, but as I called this on Instagram, I called it my big girl sippy cup. And next, picked up a couple bandanas, one for me and one for my dog, since she doesn't have lavender. So I picked up something even for her. She's currently passed out underneath a mountain of blankets over here. She's such a blanket hound. Let's see. Something else I picked up one of each of these because I'm going to be testing these for you guys. I'm thinking about maybe doing a first impression on these. And one brand is called Fresh Paint, and these are just little nail polishes. They were $1 a piece. This one is called Passion Fruit. It's kind of a cross between baby pink and lavender. It's a really pretty color. So I'm definitely going to try these out and let you guys know what I think, see if they're any good. And then the other one is Funky Fingers. I think I've heard of this one somewhere before, but I can't place where. And this color is called Beauty School Dropout. It's kind of a gel purple with iridescent glitter in it. I would imagine that where it's kind of a jelly color, it's going to be more sheer. So the purple might not be as noticeable. It's probably going to be more like a top coat with the glitter in it. But I'm going to be trying this one out also. And again, I'll let you know what I think. That way, if you happen to come across them, you'll know whether or not they're worth the money. Something else I found. These are originally nail art brushes, but I'm going to be using these for liquid liners and gel liners, more specifically gel eyeliners, because it's got that really nice ultra fine tip. I'll actually crack this open and pull one out. These, I would imagine, will give you some really, really awesome things that you can do with your eyeliner, like if you wanted to try like a henna design or something, henna inspired. And they're actually 3 different sizes. I just noticed this. This one is the largest one. The other 2 are a lot tinier. But you could just get really detailed with your eyeliner, or if you wanted to use them for your nail art, that's fine too. But for me, they're going to be for my gel liners. So I think it's going to be a really cool idea. And these were, I think, $5 for all 3. And then, as you can see, that one is even tinier. And then this one over here is even tinier still. So, yeah, I think those will be really neat if you wanted to do some, like, intricate designs with your eyeliner. And also, where it's got that itty-bitty one, that'd be really good for getting a nice sharp tip on your wing. If you have problems with a regular one. A regular brush. So, moving on. I also picked up a set of false eyelashes from Measurable Difference. I've never heard of them before. This design is called Shimmy. They do look like they're going to be quite long along the band. They're going to be long on the length as well. But I think you're probably going to end up having to cut these down to use them. At least I will. Let's see. Can be reworn up to 4 times, made with high quality synthetic hair. There is glue in here. I just noticed that. However, I have my own glue, so I probably won't even worry with glue in here. But the design is called Shimmy. They're really pretty. They're not super dramatic, but they're a little dramatic. So, I'm going to try these, and I'll let you know if they're any good, and I'll let you know how much I have to cut them down. And they actually had a lot of Profusion palettes. I mean, insane numbers of Profusion cosmetics and palettes. You've heard me talk in some of my Dollar Tree hauls about the Profusion little mini palettes I had, which were like 10 and 12, maybe 14 colors a piece. This one may be a 10 color palette, but the actual shadows are decent size. And it is a magnetic closure. I want to go over there and I want to pick up some more of them. These were the only 2 palettes like this they had though. But I want to pick up some other different palettes. Different design. The design, you know, the way the shadows are shaped, it really makes me think of the Urban Decay Naked palettes. And this mirror is so huge, I have to cover it with my arm. But you can see the little shadows in here. It's got some really pretty colors. Some of the colors are actually quite reminiscent of the Chocolate Bar palette. Although it seems like these are all satins. Some are a little more satiny than others, it seems, but not too over the top. And I also like the way that they actually have this little guard over it instead of just a little sheet. Let's see here if I can get this sticker off of here. Yay! Didn't have to fight too much. So that's a good thing. But it's actually just a little slip-on cover versus the sheet. Go ahead and take that out. And it comes with the little sponge applicator, which personally I don't like those. It also comes with an eyeliner pencil, and it just seems like it's basic black, nothing in particularly special. But you can actually see the colors a little bit better. Sorry if I'm blinding you. But I'm really digging this kind of blueberry blue. I want to give this one a swatch. Pigmentation's not too bad, and it can easily be built up. As you can see it right up here by my thumb. It's a really pretty kind of blueberry blue. But as it says, this one is the Drama. So it's actually quite pretty. I look forward to trying it. It does not name colors, which is a bummer. But hey, when you're only paying $5 for a palette of this size with an eyeliner, can't complain too much. And I doubt I'll use a pencil, but I might try it. But I doubt it. And the other one I picked up is the Shimmer palette. Goes without saying, these are glitter shadows. And of course, the cover's purple. So that was another reason it sold me. And this actually has some more vivid colors. It's also got the sponge applicator as well as the eyeliner pencil. But cover up that mirror. And it's got some really pretty colors to it. It's got some corally pinks. It's got kind of a nude brown, or a nude tan rather. It's got a silver glitter black. It's got a mint green. It's got a turquoise, purples, grays, white, mauve, and then a violet. And I look forward to trying these out. I think they're going to be really pretty, especially with all that shimmer. The little pinkish one right here, it just makes me think of watermelon. It's quite pretty. So, yeah, I think that's got everything from there. Also, we decided to indulge our inner children, and we went to Toys R Us for a little bit, and he actually picked me up a new addition for my Nerf arsenal. Something that most of you may not know about me is he and I both are very, very avid Nerf gun collectors. This one, however, was not a gun, it was a bow. And it's actually quite large. And it's from the Rebelle series. And this right here is a switch for a laser sight, as they call it, but it's probably just more like a red light. It does have the aiming reticle up here. And I've got my arrows put up, or I'd show you. But I do have a small little video clip that I'll put at the end of this haul so you can actually see a test fire on this thing. I wanted to get the, excuse me, the purple one, but the design on it wasn't as pretty as this one, so I went with the pink. But this actually goes a pretty long distance when you're firing those little arrows, and they're Whistler arrows. So, I've got another tool for my arsenal. I'm probably going to end up maybe taking off from like the back of my finger on back. That way I can actually get a further draw and actually shoot my arrows a lot further. But like I said, I will put a clip of the test run at the end of this video. But I think that about wraps it up. Wow, I've been running and yammering and blabbing and flapping my big fat mouth for 21 minutes now. So yeah, I will hop off of here and I'll put that little 30 to 45 second clip of the test run. I'm going to have to resize it because it's originally in 1080p and I only record in 720. So I will see you guys in the near future. Keep your eyes peeled for that Cinderella inspired tutorial since my internet should be up and running Thursday. So I hope to have that tutorial up next Tuesday. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Recording. Yes, this is us testing the Nerf Rebelle Agent Bow. No, just go straight across.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead. And we lost the arrow. Did you see where it went?
Yeah.
Oh. Actually a good bit of distance.
Yeah, and it actually is a Whistler arrow.
Yep. Let me see the arrowhead again. Whistler arrow, people.